Started reading To Be Taught If Fortunate by Becky Chambers. To Emily, who doesn't have to read this, but did make me think the right thing. Please read this. If you read nothing else we've sent home, please at least read this. I ask knowing full well that this request is antithetical to what I believe in my heart of hearts. Our mission report contains our science, and the science is by far the most important thing here. My crew and I are a secondary concern, tertiary even. But all the same, we do have a lot riding on someone picking up. We do have a lot riding on someone picking this up. You don't have to rush. This file will have taken 14 years to reach Earth. And assuming that we have the good luck of someone reading it right away and replying straight after, it'd take that file another 14 years. So, while we can't wait around forever, the urgency, like so many things in space travel, is relative. You could, I suppose, skip right to the end. You wouldn't be the first person to do such a thing. And honestly, that's where the bit that affects us the most will be laid out. And maybe, if you already know who we are and what we're about, if you're someone who sent us here, perhaps, you can do that and still understand. But even if that's the case, I do think the why of what we need from you is important. I'm biased, of course, and doubtly so. Not only this account Not only is this account about me and my crew, but we're scientists. We live and breathe why. It's been 50 years since we left Earth, and I don't know whose eyes or ears this message has reached. I know how much a world can change within the bookends of a lifetime. Causes shifts and memories blur. I also don't know how much you personally know of the universe beyond our home planet. Perhaps you're one of the knowledgeable sorts I've already mentioned, who can rattle off spaceflight history better than even I, and who shares the same goals as me. Or perhaps you're someone who lives outside my bubble. Perhaps this is all new to you. When I use words like exoplanet or red dwarf, do you know what I mean? This is not a test, and I absolutely do not judge in terms such as these mean nothing to you. On the contrary, I want to speak to you as much as I want to speak to my peers, maybe even more so. If I ask what I'm asking only of people who agree with me at the outset, with whom I already share a dream and a language, then there's no point in asking at all. For this reason, I'll do my best to speak to expert and novice both. I likewise feel it important to start from the beginning, so that the context of our situation is clear. I doubt what I write will be objective. I will almost certainly contradict myself. I do promise that I'll tell the truth. My name is Ariadne O'Neill, and I'm the flight engineer aboard the OCA spacecraft Marian. My crewmates are mission specialist Elena Quesada Cruz, Jack Vole, and Chikondi Daka. We're part of the LOWKI program, a broad ecological survey of exoplanets, that is, planets that do not orbit our Sun, known or suspected to harbor life. Our mission, LOWKI 6, is focused on the 4 habitable worlds in orbit around the red dwarf star Xeni, BA9921, the icy moon Acor, and the terrestrial planets Mirabilis, Opera, and Voltun. I'm currently stationed on the surface of the last one on that list. I was born in Cascadia in July 13, 2081. On that day, it had been 55 years, 8 months, and 9 days since a human being has been in space. I was the 204th person to go back, and part of the 6th extrasolar crew. I'm writing to you in the hope that will not be the last. Acor and Earth.